A honeybee lands on your arm, stings you, and flies away. But what it leaves behind is not just venom. Torn from its own body are the stinger, the venom sac, part of the digestive tract, nerves, and muscles. Within hours, the bee is dead. No other animal in your daily life carries a weapon guaranteed to kill the one who uses it. But this raises an immediate question. If the sting is fatal, why would the bee ever use it? Here is the strange part. The bee doesn't always die. When a honeybee stings another insect, it usually pulls the stinger free and survives. It is only when the stinger pierces thick, elastic skin, yours, that the two barbed shafts catch and lock. The bee rips itself apart trying to escape. But why? The stinger is not a simple needle. It is a precision instrument with two barbed lancets that slide along each other, alternately digging deeper into the wound. Once embedded in mammalian skin, the barbs act like fishhooks. The harder the bee pulls, the deeper they anchor. As the bee tears away, the venom sac stays behind, still pumping. Nerve ganglia attached to the stinger continue working on their own, driving venom deeper for minutes after the bee has gone. But the sting is only half the story. Embedded in it is a chemical signal, an alarm pheromone called isopentyl acetate. It smells faintly of banana. To the rest of the hive, it is a scream. The bee's death is not a malfunction. It is a delivery system. By leaving the stinger and venom sac behind, the bee ensures the maximum possible dose reaches the target. By releasing alarm pheromone at the wound, it marks the exact location of the threat. Moments later, guard bees pour from the hive entrance and follow the chemical trail to the same spot. One sacrifice becomes dozens of stings, enough to drive away a bear, a badger, any threat to the colony. The individual dies. The hive survives. Humans have stood on the receiving end of this defense for thousands of years. 8,000 years ago, rock paintings deep in the Cuevas de la Araña of eastern Spain show human figures climbing sheer cliffs to raid wild colonies for honey. From the highlands of Ethiopia to the forests of Nepal, honey hunters learned the same lesson. The hive will defend itself at any cost. Remedies emerged from long experience. Cool mud pressed against the sting to draw out heat. Crushed leaves applied to calm the swelling. Modern immunology now explains what those ancient practices intuited. Bee venom contains melittin, a compound that ruptures cell membranes and triggers the very inflammation our ancestors fought with whatever the land provided. There is something difficult to sit with about a creature that can defend its home only by ending its own life. The honeybee has no way to know it will die. It responds to threat the way its body compels it to, and the cost is built into the very design of the weapon. Long before science mapped the stinger's barbs, people recognized the bee as something remarkable. Surah en Nal, Ayah 68. And your Lord inspired to the bee, take for yourself among the mountains, houses, and among the trees, and in that which they construct. In that single sacrifice is a truth about survival that humans have always grasped instinctively. Some protections matter so deeply that their price is paid by the one who provides them.